Hello everyone, warm welcome to all to my new channel World of Zoology. In our last lecture we have finished echolocation in bats and now we'll start our new point, that is pearl formation. But before going into the detail of the pearl formation, we must know the occurrence of the pearl, where we can get pearls in the India. Pearl oysters are found in India at two places. One, in the Gulf of Mannar along the Tamil Nadu state coast, and second one, Gujarat state coast in the Gulf of Kutch. Of the above, only the Gulf of Mannar has abundant oyster resources. The pearl formation is an art concerned with the biological production of one of the finest gems, the pearl, nature's perfection of beauty and splendor. It is produced by pearl oyster, a bivalve mollusk. The soft color and smooth luster of pearls produced by oyster remain unmatched. The first practical work to produce artificial pearls was done by Chinese in 13th century. However, the credit for the development of modern pearl culture goes to Japan. They developed and perfected the techniques of pearl culture in marine pearl oyster. The major species of pearl culture in Japan is Pinctata plicata from the sea, that is from the marine environment, and from the freshwater environment is Heriopsis schegele from the lake. The round pearls are produced by Pinctata plicata. Pearl is valuable gem, but that gem, how it is formed, is also important. For that, the pearl which is known to us is in fact of the animal origin and produced by certain bivalves of the phylum Mollusca. Actually, Bivalvia is the class of the phylum Mollusca, and animals of the phylum Mollusca, they are soft-bodied animals which are covered and protected by shells made up of calcium carbonate. The pearl-producing bivalves are marine oysters of the genus Pinctada, though some freshwater bivalves of the genus Unio and Anodonta also produce pearls, but of the inferior quality and rarely of any use. Here, the picture which shown in the diagram is of Pinctata plicata. The round pearls are produced by these Pinctata plicata, and the Pinctata plicata Akoya pearl oyster is a species of marine bivalve mollusk from the family Petridae, the pearl oysters. Some authorities classify this oyster as Pinctata imbricata plicata. It is native to shallow waters in the Indo-Pacific region and is used in the culture of the pearl. Next one is Cynoheriopsis schegeli, which is from the freshwater, that is from the lake. Next one is Pinctata imbricata radiata. Next one, that is oyster Pinctata margaritifera, which is commonly known as black lip pearl oyster and is marine mollusk. This species is common in Indo-Pacific region within tropical coral reefs. These are all species of the Pinctata, and if we consider the classification of the pearl oyster, all these belongs to the kingdom Animalia, phylum Mollusca, class Bivalvia, as two shell walls are there, bis means two, and Latin verb valva means leaf-like structures, order Perida, then family Petridae, then genus Pinctada, and species whatever it may be Margaritifera plicata, it may be radiata, or whatever it may be the species. Then we'll consider the shell of pearl formation, that is composition of the shell, how it is composed of, because as far as the formation of the pearl is considered, the role of the shell and the mantle cavity is important. The shell of the pearl oyster consists of the three layers. The nacreous portion of the shell has a bright metallic luster, which is the first layer, that is outermost layer, and which is organic in nature. And this organic nature of the pearl is made up of the particular structure known as quinquillon or periostracum. The middle prismatic layer consists of many layers of the calcite, which are made up of crystals of calcium carbonate arranged vertical to the surface of the shell. The innermost nacreous of the mother of pearl layer, which is made up of aragonite crystals. Then we'll consider the process of pearl formation, how pearl formation takes place in these animals. The pearl is formed by the secretion of the mantle tissue. The outer epithelium, that is first layer of the mantle, is responsible for the secretion of the nacreous layer forming the shell. The outer epithelium has capacity to rearrange and regenerate itself. It also remains viable when disturbed within or removed from its original position, and when it is transplanted to the other tissues of the animal. On the other hand, inner epithelium, that is the innermost layer, and the connective tissue that lies in between these two, that is inner and outer epithelium, and lodge in the mantle cavity, when transplanted, these cells are not viable. The outer epithelial cells of the mantle, if falls accidentally into the body of the oyster, it results in the formation of the sac, and consisting of a single layer of cell called as the pearl sac. Inside this, the natural pearl grows due to the secretion of the nacre. Thus, a free, beautiful, natural pearl is formed, having commercial value. This is how the process of pearl formation takes place. The diagram depicts the outermost shell, then the various layers of the nacre known as the mother of pearl of the shell or the shell layers. Then beneath that particular structure is the outer epithelium, which is the most active part during formation of the pearl. And when the foreign body or the sand grain, whatever it may be, microorganism or the protozoan or even the part of the shell itself enter into the shell, beneath the shell and in between the shell and mantle cavity, it creates irritation to the outer epithelium. Then outer epithelial layer secretes nacre, and it starts secreting nacre, and it forms a bulb-like structure, and with the structure is known as pearl sac, and it detaches itself from the outer epithelial wall, and it lodges into the connective tissue that is within the mantle cavity in between the outer and inner epithelium, and it forms a nacreous layer that surrounds the nucleus, what we observed in this diagram as a pink color. And then the formation of the pearl takes place in the mantle cavity. These are the stages for the formation of the pearl. The same can be artificially done in cultured pearls by introducing specially developed beads or nucleus under the mantle. The pearl oyster Pinctada margaritifera of the Gulf of California and Pinctada vulgaris of the Gulf of Kutch produce pearls of the superior quality. This wonderful contribution from the pearl oyster is not only limited to aesthetic creation, but these pearls are also medicinally useful. This is pearl oyster, that is Pinctada margaritifera, showing the structure and producing black color pearl. Now the conclusion of the lecture. The pearl, which is secreted by the mantle as a protective measure against foreign objects like sand particles, parasite and small larvae, or any object of organic and inorganic origin, even the shell of the animal itself. In fact, as soon as the foreign object or the somehow any foreign body particle, it enters the body of the bivalve in between the shell and the mantle cavity. The mantle immediately get irritated, and so as to get rid of that irritative sensation, it forms secretion and encloses like a sac, what we term it as the pearl sac. The mantle wall then starts secreting layers of nacre around the foreign object from the defense point of view. Thus, mantle wall secrete continuously several layers of nacre around the foreign object, and finally pearl is formed. The value of the pearl depends upon its size, quality, etc. Also the luster. Nowadays, the pearls producing bivalves are reared and pearls are produced artificially, what we known as the pearl culture, or what we term it as the pearl culture, by introducing some foreign objects between the mantle and the shell in different parts of the world, and as per the choice, the nucleus which are used, they are of the different shape and size. Japan has surpassed these all the techniques compared with the world in this field. Now we'll consider the summary of this lecture. As I remember, in my last lecture, students, they suggested me to summarize the entire lecture in the Marathi. We'll start the description of the formation of the process of the pearl formation in Marathi now. मोती, पर्ल म्हणजे आपण ज्याला मराठीमध्ये मोती म्हणतो, त्या मोतीची शिंपल्यामध्ये होणारी वाढ, याच्यासाठी आपल्याला विचार करावा लागेल. तो पहिल्यांदा शिंपल्याचे लेयर्स, 3 लेयर्स स्ट्रक्चर शिंपल्याचं आहे. त्याच्या आतमध्ये एक पातळ असा पापुद्र्यासारखा लॅटरल साईडला दोन्ही असणारं स्ट्रक्चर, ज्याला आपण म्हणतोय मॅन्टलचं कव्हरिंग. तर त्या शेलमध्ये आणि मॅन्टलच्या मध्ये जेव्हा एखादी फॉरेन बॉडी किंवा असं पार्टिकल, सँड ग्रॅन्युल्स असेल किंवा एखादा मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम, प्रोटोझोन वगैरे किंवा लार्व्ही, इवन त्या एखाद्या शेलचा एखादा तुकडा, हा जेव्हा त्याच्या शेलमध्ये जातो, तेव्हा शेल आणि मॅन्टल कॅव्हिटीमध्ये तो इरिटेटिंग सेन्सेशन क्रिएट करतो, आणि त्याच्यापासून सुटका होण्यासाठी मग मदर ऑफ पर्ल जे आहे, आउटर इपिथेलियलचा लेअर जो आहे, तो सिक्रिशन करायला सुरुवात करतो. तर हे सिक्रिशन होत असताना ते आउटर इपिथेलियम एक सॅक सारखं स्ट्रक्चर तयार करतो, त्याला पर्ल सॅक असं आपण म्हणतो, ज्याच्या आतमध्ये कंटिन्युअसली नॅकरीचे लेअर फॉर्म होतात आणि एक छान प्रकारचा पर्ल आपल्याला तयार झालेला दिसतो. तर थोडक्यामध्ये ही जी प्रोसेस आहे, ही नॅचरल पर्ल फॉर्मेशनची प्रोसेस आहे. पण ज्या वेळेला आपण मार्केटचा विचार करतो, त्यावेळेला मार्केटमध्ये जे डिमांड आहे त्या प्रमाणामध्ये नॅचरली पर्ल आपल्याला अवेलेबल होत नाहीत, आणि म्हणून मग कल्चर्ड पर्ल किंवा इमिटेशन पर्ल जे आहेत ते मार्केटमध्ये येतात. मग ते कल्चर पर्ल तयार करण्याची प्रोसेस जी आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये न्यूक्लियस हे इंट्रोड्यूस केले जातात. जसं मार्केटचं डिमांड असेल, मग एखादा क्रूजचा स्ट्रक्चर असेल, एखाद्या शंकराची पिंड असेल, ओम असेल, देवीचा स्ट्रक्चर असेल, असं वेगवेगळ्या आस्थेटिक व्ह्यूजने हे, किंवा फूल वगैरे, हे स्ट्रक्चर्स जे आहेत ते बीड किंवा न्यूक्लियस हे त्याच्यामध्ये इन्सर्ट केले जातात शेलमध्ये, आणि मॅन्टलचं जो कव्हरिंग आहे आउटर इपिथेलियम, त्याच्यामध्ये मॅन्टल कॅव्हिटीमध्ये, ते ज्याला आपण कनेक्टिव्ह टिश्यू म्हणून म्हटलंय, ती सगळी मॅन्टल कॅव्हिटी आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये इन्सर्ट केला जातो, आणि आपल्याला डिमांड प्रमाणे ते पर्ल्स जे आहेत ते तयार करून मिळतात. असं थोडक्यामध्ये आपल्याला पर्ल फॉर्मेशनची जी प्रोसेस आहे ती बघता येते. आणि तुम्हाला माझा हा जो व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर लाईक करा, सबस्क्राईब करा, अँड शेअर दिस व्हिडिओ फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ द मॅक्झिमम स्टुडंट्स. सबस्क्राईब माय चॅनेल so that you can get my next video. Thank you for watching my lecture. Once again, thank you.